What's up, world? It's Dojamain, and right now you were tuned into one of the hottest internet podcasts in the Mile High City. It's Head-Klap Radio. And tonight, I got one of the dopest female rapper/singers to bless the scene, and it's been a real long time. How y'all been? How y'all feel? It's a new year, and we setting it off right. We got LaRyssa Annielle in the building, and it's going down. So y'all sit tight, let it rock. It's Head-Klap Radio. Keep it locked.
Welcome to the hottest internet podcast in the Mile High City.
What's up, LaRyssa?
Hey, how you guys doing?
How you doing? So go ahead and introduce yourself to the world for those of you who might not be quite familiar with who LaRyssa Annielle is. You know, talk your piece.
It's LaRyssa. Hi guys, it's LaRyssa Annielle, straight from Denver, Colorado. I am a local artist. I rap, I sing, I dance, I act. I'm pretty much anything that has to do with the art world. I do it. I don't know, I've been doing it since I was 3 years old, so I love it. It's my life, it's my world.
Absolutely. Well, we want to welcome you to Head-Klap Radio, LaRyssa. Go ahead and talk about that Bands on Bands.
Yes, so that is the most recent song I've posted. I've uploaded. It's on all platforms. It's actually me rapping. It's just a little fun song I made. Like, I make songs while I'm sleeping. I know that's a little weird to say, but I make songs while I'm sleeping or I'm about to go to sleep. And it was just something I got in my head. And so here, it's like, you know, it's a little light work. Though.
Little light work. All right, y'all. Hey, well, without further ado, this is LaRyssa Annielle, and the name of the song is Bands on Bands. Y'all feel this? Check it out. Vibe. It's going up. This is Head-Klap Radio. We in the building.
If you want to dance, I tell you to do it.
Bands, you already knew it. He pull a skirt, I'm gone. He already blew it. He like to drown in Patron. Me, I just cruising. Wrist up and crashing that fast lane. No, I don't use my brake pedal. Money I carry is heavy. Pockets feel like I'm bench pressing metal. I make them sick when I walk in. I never come in on schedule. If she wanna fight, I'ma let her. Just not with me, cause that shit is ghetto. Do I get a medal? Cause bitches been stealing my style. They all wanna see me do bad, but I'm in this and I'm gonna be here a while. Yeah. She make it clap when there's bass in it. He like it thick with no waste in it. I could never just settle for basic shit. Might be pretty, but bitch, you're just wasting it. I like to party, I do, but I need to be in Batel. Cause money be calling and I can't be stolen, cause that shit just don't make itself. I just got my nails did, so now I'ma talk with my hands. And if you request me, I swear, and God bless me, cause I better see all them bands, ho. If you wanna dance, then dance. I dare you to do it. We stacking bands on bands. You already knew it. He pull a skirt, I'm gone. He already blew it. He like to drown in Patron. Me, I just cruising. Work. Let me see you got rhythm. If he got a foreign to drive, then we leave him with him. It's like I'm just playing. I know nothing about cars, but you thought I did hoe when you and your homie just said that was bars. I reach for the stars, and that's why I always go hard. Got both of my paper and plastic, cause green can be seen on a card. Is she a singer or rapper? I got them confused. I guess how I see it, they can't box me in, and there's nothing to lose. I got so much to prove, so I will always make my move. I just bought new shoes. I bet they gon' put that in news. Got them catching the blues. I make them sick or choose. Cause I never snooze. So at the end of the day, I can't lose. I'm winning. Back that thing up, make him crack a smile. Walk like I talk, he gon' chase for miles. All of the women he had made him think he game. But when he see me, he gon' know he lame. I can't make that shit up, your man want me. But I can't take him in cause he dusty. The most that he'll get if he's lucky is a picture that sign he can't touch me. If you wanna dance, then dance. I dare you to do it. We stacking bands on bands. You already knew it. He pull a skirt, I'm gone. he already blew it. He like to drown in Patron. Me, I just cruise it. Me, I just cruise it. Me, I just cruise it. He like to drown in Patron. Me, I just cruise it. If you wanna dance, then dance. I dare you to do it. We stacking bands on bands. You already knew it. Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, so that's a dope song. I didn't even know you did the whole rap thing, you know what I'm saying? So what got you started rapping?
Yeah, so I used to be in this group called AKL when I was little. And I was the youngest one in there. I started rapping when I was 8. We would sing and we would rap. And so just growing up, it was like really hard for me to stop doing one to just do the other one. And so, yeah, I just, since I was 8, I've been rapping, been singing.
That's dope, that's dope. So when's the first time you recorded? When's the first time you got in the booth?
Okay, so actually I didn't get into the booth until I was 19, 20-ish. It's the first time I actually went into a recording studio ever in my life.
Wow. And what was that experience like? I mean, you consider you had already had the talent and you got put in work writing and singing in your bedroom. So what was it like when you first got in the studio?
So it was actually really scary for me. I don't know, like being a female in this game is a little different. And so I found some place that had 5-star recommendation, you know, and I picked the guy with the safest name on the list. His name was like Walter, you know, safe. Okay, and then I went there, but it was nerve-wracking because you're like, people might not see the same vision you have for your songs, and there's like people walking in and out, you know, so you're like, wow, they're hearing me record while I'm recording, you know, so it's a little stressful, but it's where I made my first single that I ever released, Too Much. That's where that song came from.
Okay, well that's a good segue into Too Much. Talk about Too Much and I'm gonna play it.
Yes, Too Much is my baby song. So when I got to the studio, I thought I was gonna sing first because, you know, that's my main thing. I'm a singer before anything else. But I had just been like grinding really hard, traveling the world, performing live, you know? And so when I got back from Europe, I just wrote this song. I'm like, you know, people don't see how hard I am. And so this my baby song, honestly. I love this song.
All right, cool. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and play it without further ado, y'all. This is LaRyssa Annielle, and the name of the song is Too Much. Here we go.
I want y'all to feel this one.
I want y'all to feel this one.
I put my name on it too. If I said what I said, then I mean it. I want all of the cash cause I need it. I work hard on my ass cause I'm fiending. I step hard on the gas just to speed it. But so baby, I came up from nothing. So you know I'm my mom, I ain't frontin'. I get what I want because I want it. I'm a star so you can't tell me nothing. And please, you don't want me called gang. Cause all of my niggas insane. If they show up, then ain't nothing safe. That's your life that you're willing to pay. I'm so sweet, but the hood love me. I'm feisty, but I'm lovely. I'm nice, but please don't touch me. I'm cute, but I play ugly. They just tryna see how I got it. They just tryna see in my pockets. Yeah. They just tryna see if I'm caking. They wanna copy cause they seen I made it. They tryna take my place, well babes, it's way too much. If you ever tried to grind like me, well babes, it's way too much. I won't stop until I reach the top, I dreamt it way too much. I work hard, you better clock it, cause that's not an option. They tryna take my place, well babes, it's way too much. If you ever tried to grind like me, well babes, it's way too much. I won't stop until I reach the top, I dreamt it way too much. I work hard, you better clock it, cause feelings not an option. Yeah, they just tryna see how I got it. Yeah. They just tryna see in my pockets. They just tryna see if I'm caking. They wanna copy cause they seen I made it. I don't talk no shit because I'm way too grown. And take a shot for me like Drake said if you ever did me wrong. You would think my life was easy if it's based off what I've shown. But if you ever tried to walk my shoes, I hope your heart is strong. Yeah. I hope your heart is strong. If you ever tried to walk my shoes, I hope your heart is strong. At the top, look, bitch, I made it, and it took me way too long. 21, I'm straight up savage, nigga, please don't call my phone. They wanna take my place, well, babes, it's way too much. If you ever tried to grind like me, well, babes, it's way too much. I won't stop until I reach the top, I dreamt it way too much. I work hard, you better clock it, cause feelings not an option. They wanna take my place, well, babes, it's way too much. If you ever tried to grind like me, well, babes, it's way too much. I won't stop until I reach the top, I dreamt it way too much. I work hard, you better clock it, cause feelings not an option. If I said what I said, then I mean it. Yeah. I want all of the cash cause I need it. LaRyssa. Yeah.
We back in effect, y'all. Denver's Dojamain, Head-Klap TV. LaRyssa Annielle in the building. That was her song, Too Much. So talk about your process, LaRyssa, when you get in the booth, you know, or even when you just go down and create a song, because so far we've heard you rap. We ain't even heard you sing quite yet.
I know. So pretty much, I'm crazy.
Talk about your rap. Yeah, talk about your rap routine.
So if I'm rapping, so right now all my new songs I've recorded, other than Too Much, has been with the same guy, and he called me crazy because I like to just run through the song. Like I just want to keep going, and then I'll literally clean it up afterwards. I like to keep going, and I don't know, when I'm rapping, it's just like, well, first when I'm writing the song, I like to listen. When I listen to a beat, I feel like beats say something. It's not hard to make a song because the beat's already talking. Like the beat's already saying words to me. And so I always come with a hook first, and then that leads to the rest of the entire song for me. And so I love to make sure that my hook is hot, something that they can all relate to, and then I get into the rest of it. But I don't know, I just like to go, and then I'm very like particular. I will piece a song together. Like I will go through a song piece by piece, word by word, and if I don't like the way I said the word, we're redoing it. It's just how it is.
So where do you draw influence to make your songs? Like, do you go off of your everyday experiences in life, or do you tap more to in your creativity and just kind of, you know, get into your more like creative bag, or where do you draw inspiration when you make those songs?
It's definitely not my life. Like it's the only thing I can relate to. It's just when it comes to like who I am as a person, all my music is that. Even like my singing songs, like they're based off of something that's happened. So it's always through life experiences.
Okay, that's what's up. So you've been pretty privy with what's going on in the media, or you kind of stay away from the news, or what's your thing with that?
Honey, I be in the tea, okay? I need to know what's going on at all times, okay?
Okay, that's what's up. Like, yeah, you know, I mean, it is a lot going on in hip hop as usual. We're going to get into it. And I want to thank each and every one of y'all. If you tapped in right now, you already know what it is. Head-Klap TV, LaRyssa Annielle, powered by Head-Klap Radio. You know what I'm saying? We getting it in. And I want to see what's going on. I know Soulja Boy got a situation that happened with, I believe his ex, saying that he raped her. And Soulja Boy alleges otherwise, of course. The sad thing is, you know, that's one of those things with these rappers that it's hard to shake that accusation, you know, even if it ain't true. I'm not sure if it is or isn't true, but right now we're gonna get into it. I'm gonna pull up the story, you know what I mean, just so, you know, we can kind of get your opinion, LaRyssa, on some of the things that are going on in the world. So this story comes right out of Fox News, in fact. Wow. Rapper Soulja Boy's former female assistant accuses him of sexual assault, holding her hostage in an apparent lawsuit. Wow, you know, Soulja Boy, just a little background. You know, Soulja Boy, as you all know, he's proclaimed to be the king of not auto-tune, but internet rappers, basically, MySpace rappers. You know, he set the trend. Would you agree that Soulja Boy set the trend for the internet rappers, LaRyssa?
For sure. Soulja Boy is a trendsetter. Like, and whether you like him or not, he started trends that we can't deny. We can take from him.
Well, whether we like it or not, looks like his former female assistant doesn't. So a woman who formerly worked as Soulja Boy's personal assistant has filed a lawsuit against the rapper alleging sexual battery, assault, false imprisonment, and more that took place during her employment. So, okay, it's a disgruntled employee, it sounds like. So the woman, who goes by Jane Doe in court papers obtained by Fox News, claims that the 30-year-old hip-hop artist raped, beat, and held her hostage in addition to failing to pay her for 18 months of work. The woman alleges that she began working for the rapper, whose real name is DeAndre Cortez Way, in December of 2018. She says she was responsible for cooking, cleaning, driving, styling, and styling the performer with a pay rate of $500 a week. I guess that's not too bad, depending on your situation. Now, weeks into her employment, the Jane Doe claims the rapper began sending her unsolicited pictures of his penis. A consensual relationship between the two ensued, but she claims it turned violent in 2019. So it sounds like he kind of started messing with the help. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So a rep for the rapper could not be reached by Fox News. His representatives denied allegations to TMZ, stating Soulja would never put his hands on a female, he wouldn't beat a woman, or put his hands on a woman, and called the allegation nonsense. Now, LaRyssa, before I go on in the story, how do you feel so far about, these women kind of putting these claims out there and these accusations? I guess, kind of how do you feel about the Me Too movement and just the whole idea of sexual kind of inappropriate behavior and harassment in the entertainment industry?
Right. It's honestly like such a sticky situation. And what men don't understand is sexual assault comes in many different ways. So you can get caught up in many different ways that you didn't even understand or fully know. And so that's why it's so important that you're careful about everything you're doing, because it's not a game. If a woman feels taken advantage of in any way, especially when it comes to sexual content, it's sexual assault.
Right.
Even if you both were drunk, y'all both don't remember what happened, but she claims it's sexual assault, you're still going to jail for that. So you have to be careful. And if you get a hint of a no, it's just a no. Just leave it, stay away from that situation, because especially with people that have influence over people, it's really rare that you're around people that haven't been through that situation. Most women has been through a sexual assault situation in some type. So I feel like men should be more aware about what they're doing. Even if he didn't do it, I'm not saying that he did it or not, but it's just especially as a rapper, you have to be careful, because they're after you. Whether they're lying or telling the truth, they're after you, because you have something that they could, use as respiration, which is money. And so I don't know.
Right. Nah, well said. I tend to feel like, just it's a bad. I go off of the situation. This particular situation just sounds more like a bad relationship. It says that these abusive acts began around January 23rd, so literally a year ago today, ironically, and included numerous instances of physical violence, kicking, throwing, punching. So it sounded like they had a little domestic violent relationship from jump.
Yeah.
The woman alleges the rapper once pushed her out of a vehicle, leaving her to walk approximately 5 miles. In the following month, Jane Doe claims Way Soulja Boy sexually assaulted her for the first time after expressing remorse. The artist allegedly gave her $1,000. I don't know. So Jane Doe alleges the rapper would punch, kick, and body slam her. She also accuses him of threatening her with bodily harm, and once stating, "I should have killed you," after an encounter in April. So, it just sounds pretty crazy, LaRyssa.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just sounds to me like a bad relationship that he got himself involved with the wrong one. Now, I don't condone putting hands on a woman, first and foremost. I think that's some sucker shit. Hopefully, you know, the allegations aren't true. You know, I would lose so much respect for Soulja Boy if he forced himself on her. But that part of it kind of always makes me kind of doubt it. I mean, why does the man have to force himself, you know, in that situation?
But
I'm not saying he did or didn't, but
they do it a lot. Like, there's even something that men don't understand that women do is called consensual rape. It's where you keep pushing a situation so much that we just let you do it so that, like, we can get, like, it's over and done with because you keep pushing the situation. And so there's been a lot of times, like, men don't even know that it's considered rape, but it is, you know? And then a big thing also is, like, mind-altering drugs and alcohol, but it's something that plays a big role. Like, he might not even remember some stuff that he's done because he might be off of, you know, alcohol. He might be off of some type of drug, you know? And then it's like, I just feel like it's more of making smart decisions. Like,
absolutely
so that's
not.
not in the situation.
I agree. I guess my question to you would be, like, what role do you feel women should kind of, not role, I don't want to say role. I want to say, how do you feel, what responsibility do women have in these situations to kind of avoid having to take things to these measures? Obviously, with consensual stuff, you know, it is kind of harder when, you know, you just kind of give in just so the guy will calm down. But what are kind of some of the things you think women should model behind in terms of protecting themselves from even giving the impression that they may be a little promiscuous or willing to do a little more than what they really are willing to do? What kind of behavior advice would you give in terms of the behavior that a woman could have to possibly protect herself from that kind of situation?
I mean, there's not much you can do. It doesn't matter, like, what you're wearing. It doesn't matter, like, what kind of energy you were giving off. Honestly, if they want it to happen, it will happen. You know, my biggest thing is I'm all for I'm all for holding guns. That's my protection. That's my thing. Like, if it comes down to it, like, where I'm in a situation where I feel like you're taking something from me that I can't get back, you know, I'm not saying shoot them. I'm just saying, like, I always carry something on you. Like, I always got something on me, period.
All right.
You're gonna feel the no if you don't understand the no. That's all I know.
Hey, y'all hear that, fellas? Y'all better be careful. Well, moving on. You know what I'm saying? I want to get more into the body of work of yours. So I want you to talk about your song Lovely.
Lovely. Okay, so this song I love this song because it's like, it's pretty much just explaining, like, the before you get into a relationship. You're kind of feeling this person, but it's like, don't play with me. And this can be fine. Everything can be fine, smooth and gravy. And, you know, this is one of the songs I wrote this a while ago, actually, like some years ago. And I'm just now recording it and putting it out, so.
All right, well, shoot. Hey, better late than never. Y'all know how I feel about that. You know, if you got some content, just get it out there. It don't matter when you dropped it, you know what I'm saying? We're going to make sure that the people hear it, because I'm sure there's a lot of people, like myself included, who just heard this for the first time today. So, Lovely, unofficial video, LaRyssa Annielle. Y'all check this out.
You're the king in your hood. Well, baby, I'm the queen of everything. So tell me now, can you handle me? Tell me now, can you handle me? I can't have no niggas out here claiming me. I can't have another out here shaming me. I'm too big a treasure, ain't no blaming me. You wanna get a big poppin', homie? Well, I wanna see some big shopping, homie. My assets in this ass make me more than average. That's men that I have make me more than savage. You know what love is, just show me love. I don't need all that whispering in the club. I don't need no bitch coming as a woman. If you think you can play me, you really shouldn't. Other than that, we can be just lovely. To a real one. If you show me that you can be different, then I just might feel something. Other than that, we can be just lovely. through, not trying to offend you. You think you can save me? Came from the same city, and all of these niggas and women are crazy. So yes, I'm real careful when it comes to who I'll be calling my baby. If you wanna handle me, other than that, we can be just lovely, just lovely, just lovely. Other than that, we can be just lovely, just lovely, just lovely. If you act fake, my ass gonna take my ass to a real one. If you show me that you can be different, then I just might feel something. Other than that, we can be just lovely, just lovely, just lovely. I do love you, but I never show it. I do love you. Please show me something different, babe. Other than that, we can be just lovely, just lovely, just lovely. Other than that, we can be just lovely, just lovely, just lovely. If you act fake, my ass gonna take my ass to a real one. If you show me that you can be different, then I just might feel something. Other than that, we can be just lovely, just lovely, just lovely.
Hey, she flexing, y'all.
Yes.
Word, word. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, wow, that's dope. So you get into modeling a little bit too, or what?
No, sometimes I just get into these random moods where I get dressed up and I make my friends take pictures of me.
Oh,
Or I
okay.
make us all dress up and we all take pictures. I don't know why I do that. I'm just like that.
Right. Well, I definitely like that, you know what I'm saying? You know, it seemed like you definitely, it shows your growth, you know what I'm saying? Because I definitely I can't wait till they see the next one, you know what I'm saying? Distractions, it shows that you've definitely put some growth and some work in. You know, what do you feel like is driving you, what's your driving force right now? What's driving you to go hard right now and take it to the next level?
It's the fact that I'm 23 now. I don't know. I've always had it in my head since I was 3 that I'll be famous when I'm 18, you know? And like life just keeps happening. And it's like, if you don't put in the work, it's not just gonna happen. Like you're not just gonna get stuff from sitting around, you know? And I kind of feel like I kind of got into that mentality a little bit. It's kind of a real big Colorado thing where we just wait for things that happen. You know, we don't really go out and get it. So I'm going out and getting it now, you know?
Right, no, I ain't mad at you, you know what I'm saying? Better late than never. And you know, that's just how it gotta be. So how do you feel like, you know, when it comes to doing business in the city, they treating you out there? Are you able to really get in there and get your music done? I know the last time we talked, you was on your way to the studio. Do you rock with multiple engineers, or you just kind of stick with the same one?
I stick with one guy. Shout out to Greedy Gert and Lunchtime Studios. Like that is mine. That's where I stay. All right. Cause I've recorded with quite a few engineers and producers, and I like to stay with one person, but then a situation happens where it's like they stop communicating, or they're not trying to work as hard as I'm trying to work. They're not trying to be in the studio as much as I'm trying to be in the studio. But thankfully, you know, he really understands my schedule, really understands my life, and like every Wednesday I'm in there faithfully. Okay, every Wednesday. So
that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's consistency. And how's coronavirus affected your grind? Are you able to? I mean, it's a bummer you really can't perform right now.
Yeah.
You're still making music.
I performed a lot more. If you've seen in the video, I was actually like doing quite a few performances there. I performed a lot more. And on all those performances, I was pregnant, but you couldn't tell, so I would still go out and perform. But yeah, I haven't been able to perform at all, honestly.
Right,
I have to stop my grind though. I have to stop my grind.
Right, you can't.
I'm still producing music and stuff.
Right, you can't let it slow you down. You can't let it stop your grind. You gotta keep pushing. So,
right.
Did you vote? Did you vote back in November?
Yes.
And so, how do you feel about Kamala Harris being, you know, the first female vice president, and she a black woman? How does that inspire you, if at all?
Yeah, no, I'm super excited about it. It's like, we get to be the first woman and the first Black woman. That is super exciting. As long as it's lived up, to the hype. It's like, I don't want it to be a situation where it's like she doesn't represent us in the way we need to be represented. But, she looked like she stepping in, doing her thing. She showed up in the purple suit. I said, yes, honey, let's do it then. Let's do it.
Oh, so it's important if they show up, if the look got to come with the move, huh?
But as a woman, that's the first thing they're gonna notice about you. You better come presented at all times. You cannot just be slacking off when it comes to that, especially as a Black woman. Because you remember Gabby Douglas? She was literally an Olympic champ, and we were too busy worried about how she looked, like talking about her hair, and she's flipping around and stuff. Like, it was just crazy to me, but
Yeah, like, why is that? Like, why do you think that women are always made spectacles of based on their appearance? Because even they did that with Michelle Obama, like, why is the appearance of a woman so important? Why do you think?
It's just how it is. I mean, it's kind of like a double standard. Like, we don't mind if a man shows up, in his sweatpants and some shoes, but as a woman, you have to present yourself as a woman, and to be respected, and you have to come with something. You have to look like something. You can't just be, any type of way. Unless you're extreme with it. There's like, there's that end of the spectrum too.
I mean, presentation does make a difference. It just seemed like women are exceptionally kind of just put on blast for how they look. Whereas men, I feel like they watch our actions a little more and say, okay, judge us based on our actions, where they judge women more so based on their appearance. But yeah, of course, nobody can show up a hot mess, They'll judge you no matter what. You gotta be presentable for show. So you've been tapping in with any of the local fashion around the city? Lately there's been a lot of local fashion trending. Have you gotten your hands on any of it?
No, I haven't found one that's excited me yet, but when it comes to me, it's like, I like fashion, like, don't just put your logo on a t-shirt, and I mean, I want to support small businesses, don't get me wrong, but it's like, with me, I love to dress. You can't tell because I'm wearing a white tee right now, but it's nighttime, but I love to dress. Like, I wear heels every day. You won't catch me in tennis shoes unless I'm going to the stoop, so it's like, I don't know. When they give me something like that's like fashion, then I'll jump on it. I promise.
Okay. I agree. I tend to agree. I like to see the creativity. I holler at some of these guys out here pushing their fashion lines, and I throw advice out there as a consumer, of what I feel people want to see. You gotta go down there to the Victory Boutique. You know what I'm saying? My man Iman S, he keep a dope selection of fashionable items, both local and mainstream. But I just like the idea that the city is starting to, kind of embrace the fashion sense. They always say, like, Denver people ain't got no style. We got to start somewhere. You know what I mean? So we're going to keep that. We're going to keep
born and raised, and I've been fashion. You feel me? I don't know what you're talking about. Ain't got no style. I am style.
Oh, okay, let's see the nails. We got to see the nails. There you go.
You see those?
Uh-oh. Shining. All right, let's keep it pushing. So your next song. Distractions. Go ahead and talk about distractions.
So Distractions, this is another one of my baby songs. This is the first song I actually sung and recorded. And I wrote this one a long time ago. But when I recorded it, I was just like, I love this so much. Like, this is my first music video ever too. My only one.
Right.
But I was like, I need to get a video out, like, for my birthday, so that I can just get it over with, get it done, like, step into a new LaRyssa, you feel me? And so, yeah, that's how I got this little music. There's a little short story about this video. We were trying to beat the sun. So we drove all the way to the sand dunes in Colorado. If you haven't been, you need to go. It's beautiful, breathtaking. But we were trying to beat the sun up there so that we could have the sunrise shoot, Oh, it was such a mess. 4-hour drive there and back, you know. It was a mess. And we kind of made it, but it was cold and we're not wearing clothes, you know, and it's freezing cold. Right. But I want to commend my dancers and everything because they really just took it like a G and did they shit, so.
Right, yeah. That I noticed. I was like, damn, where'd she go on that one? So yeah, look, we gonna play the song. You know what I'm saying, y'all? We use this same video for your promo for the week, and that thing went up. So let's go ahead and we want to see the full version, y'all. So without further ado, you know what I'm talking about? This is LaRyssa Annielle with her first debut video, Distractions, debuted at number 8 on the top 10. And let's check it out.
Remember when I said that you moved too slow? I didn't mean it. Remember when I said we should just let it go? I didn't mean it. I would talk, but I never thought I'd leave a scratch. I guess you listened. I think I might just have met my match. And when you grab me with your hands, no one ever stand a chance. Maybe I just came to dance, but you're causing a distraction, losing track of time. You're so frequent in my mind. I'm just trying to live my life, but you're causing a distraction. Bet you have no clue what you do to me. Know my body so well, it's like you're used to me. And I can't keep playing these games. So tell me if you're here to stay. Tell me, baby. And when you grab me with your hands, no one ever stand a chance. Baby, I just came to dance, but you're causing a distraction, losing track of time. You're so frequent in my mind. I'm just trying to live my life, but you're causing a distraction. Grab me with your hands, no one ever stand a chance. Baby, I just came to dance, but you're causing a distraction, losing track of time. You're so frequent in my mind. I'm just trying to live my life, but you're causing a distraction. It's funny how you do this, like there's really nothing to this. Swear this really is some new yeah, yeah. And I don't know if I can keep up with it. Swear you bring me in a bigger picture when you put me in a new position. And when you grab me with your hands, no, I'll never stand a chance. Baby, I just came to dance, but you're causing a distraction, losing track of time. You're so frequent in my mind. I'm just trying to live my life, but you're causing a distraction. Grab me with your hands. Baby, I just came to dance, but you're causing a distraction. Yeah. Frequent in my mind. You're my distraction, baby. Causing a distraction. Causing a distraction. That's what you do to me, I swear, nothing but distractions. That's what you do to me. But I like it.
Hey.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, that's hard. That's hard.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that vibe on there. You know what I'm saying? We just vibing and chilling, y'all. If y'all's tapped in, thank you. That's LaRyssa Annielle with Distraction. You know what I'm saying? Her latest single, that thing is going up right now. I noticed that you like to incorporate a lot of dancers in your songs. You know, talk about that a little bit. Why you like to incorporate the dance element so much?
Oh yes, this ain't a video unless you're dancing. Like dance has been prominent in my life. I've danced my entire life. Since I was 3 years old, I've been dancing. My brother, bless his soul, he is dope. He choreographs all my stuff. He's actually my choreographer. He got all those girls ready in such a short amount of time. Like, and there has to be a dance. There has to be a dance. I love dancing.
Right, yeah, nah, like, I think that just shows more creativity, you know, because I get it. You know, when you make a video, you want to think outside the box. You know, as an artist, you want to incorporate some of the things. I know before we went live tonight, you was bumping that Aaliyah. Talk about your inspiration that you gained from Aaliyah, because you kind of got that Aaliyah vibe. I'm just, like, right now, I'm sensing you on your Aaliyah vibe. You got the scarf and the shades, you know what I'm saying?
I guess I am on my Aaliyah vibe. I don't know. I was at work today and her song came on, and you know, it just kind of really, really hit me today. I don't know why. I was so emotional. But it's like, she was 22 years old when she died. But look at like how much she accomplished in just like such a short amount of time. And I'm like, God's given me all this extra time and I'm not where I feel like I should be yet, you know? And so it's like, I need to grind. That's where my mind always goes. Like, I need to grind harder. But Aaliyah has played such a big role in like my life. Like, I don't know. I feel like she has for any 90s baby, honestly. She was the 90s for us, you know?
Right, like, yeah, now that you say it, it is interesting that, man, she passed at such a young age, you know? She really has so much more to offer the world, but I mean, it's kind of the situation, you know, with these musicians these days, you know, or just within the last 20 years, you know, we've just lost so many black musicians. It's ridiculous. It's like, and don't get me wrong, other races, but I mean, come on, Tupac, Nipsey, Triple X, you know, King Von here recently, Mo 3, and the list goes on. It just makes you wonder where and why is it that the hip hop / R&B culture just seems like it's plagued with so much untimely demise, you know? It just makes you really wonder after a while. But it's always good that those artists were able to leave their legacy behind for women like you to gravitate to. And I definitely think that, you know, of course, Aaliyah, she definitely in my top 5, if not top 3. Did you see that Keisha Cole versus Ashanti?
Yes, boy, that was so funny.
So what was your first take on Keisha Cole showing up so late, first and foremost, because she was like an hour and a half late?
I was confused because I watched it the day after. I wasn't staying up for that. But I watched it the day after, and I'm just watching it, and I'm like, wait a minute, where's Keisha? And so I'm like I'm skipping. Like, where's she at? And then she finally shows up in the screen, and I'm like, what was going on there? I don't even know what's going on. I skipped it. So I don't know why she was so late, but I'm like, girl, that's not you. Ashanti's over here vibing by herself.
Right.
Like, what?
Right. No, I'm gonna talk a little bit about it. Keisha Cole, she did reveal why she was late. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell a little story about it. Y'all go ahead and
Of course. You know,
it looked like Ashanti, the queen had to hold the throne alone for about an hour and a half, but Keisha Cole's DJ reveals why she was so late to the Ashanti verses. And this story is coming out of Revolt TV News. Apparently, I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all see the screen so y'all can see exactly what y'all can read along with me, you know what I'm saying? Cause yeah, I wanna know why too, you know? I feel like this was a better look for Keisha Cole than it was for Ashanti, and it was a great look for Ashanti, you know? These women haven't been dropping hits and doing tours lately, so to be able to be placed on that stage, which has proven to be a major stage, you know, these are million views that you're getting. You're not even packing concerts like that back before the coronavirus, Keisha Cole. So You know, I'm pretty sure she was honored to be a part of it just as well as the other artists, and Ashanti was ready. And we kind of knew that Ashanti had the advantage, but besides that, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about it. So third time's a charm, right? At least that's what fans who tuned into the Keyshia Cole and Ashanti verses were hoping. And let me just get the background music going because I don't got a vibe, you know what I'm saying, when we listen to it, when we do these stories. So it looks like, unfortunately, after 2 postponements and a month of waiting, viewers were forced to wait even a little longer before the showdown actually began. Ashanti showed up on the screen an hour after the anticipated start time, temporarily serving as a hype man before her friend and opponent would arrive. As followers sat tight, many liking in the happiest of moods, people began to wonder whether she'd just gotten out of a really bad argument with the major or generally had a bad day. Now, inquiring minds can rest as Cole's DJ has revealed why she showed up late to her versus battle. She didn't want to come out because her screen was blurry. The Love Singers DJ, that's what he told 97.9. The Box. On her end, her screen was blurry. She was there on time. I seen everything. She was there, but she didn't want to come out because the screen was blurry and stuff wasn't right, you know? Couldn't hear Ashanti's side, so it was a lot of technical stuff going on there. Unfortunately, viewers would agree that there were some issues, especially pertaining to the audio. Why it sound like Keyshia Cole playing with her music off a phone someone dropped in their toilet? Someone dropped in her toilet, so they thought her phone sound bad. One user asked while another one tweeted, "I know we didn't wait 6 months for Keyshia Cole to sound like she's singing into an intercom at my job." A third user reminded fans that the verses was a moment for women and R&B lovers. Despite the horrible audio, this is a well-balanced battle. So it looks like it was an audio issue, so I think we can kind of lay off of Keyshia Cole a little bit, because I thought she just showed up late, and I couldn't imagine her showing up late, being that this was such a big opportunity.
I didn't think too much about it. I was just like, dang. Like, but then when they started singing, I was over it. I'm like, let's just get to the music part.
Right. The audio was bad. The audio was bad, but you know, you witnessing it tonight. You know, this technology thing, you think it's ready. We started an hour and a half late. You know what I'm saying?
Hour and a half late. Yeah, like we can't do something.
I get it. You know, you thinking, you hoping everything is ready, but everything got to be right on both sides, and it's even rough because like normally I would have had you can't come into a studio to do this interview, but these are the times we're in. Talk about how you feel about the pandemic. You know what I mean? Where were you at when you first found out, and how has your life changed since then?
I don't know. I don't know where I was when I first found out. Oh, I was pregnant. So I was already in the house. I was already stuck in the house. And then I feel like it's been around way longer than what they've said it has been, because too many people I know were sick with like the same exact symptoms, but they were labeling it as the flu. You know, so my son was kind of born into the coronavirus times. And I don't know, it's been kind of weird because I'm a very, very social person. I love traveling. Like I get travel itches. Like anxiety not to travel, you know? And so it's been really weird for me. It kind of causes like a certain type of depression if you're not used to it, you know? So that's why I've really been hanging on to the music, because it's like I can't relate to anything else right now.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. You know, I was kind of reporting it. I've been reporting it, you know, ever since the year that it's been around, and it's dramatic getting to see babies born into this world, not having a chance to even know what life once was like.
Exactly.
You know, that's an interesting dynamic, but you know, I think it's basically just teaching us all, you know, to adapt. You know, you got to be willing to adapt and not complain. You know, this is not a time to complain. This is just a time to adapt and adjust and make the best, especially for us artists. You know, we ain't got we can't lean on nothing but our creativity. So at this time, you know, and I've been seeing it. A lot of artists been pushing major lines lately, you know what I mean? And I love it. You know, I love what the city is doing. Look, I'm finding new talent in artists like yourself. you know, and so I think it's enough. It's a lot to be said about that, you know. So what is your, I guess, most immediate goals in the industry, like with your music right now? What are your more immediate goals?
Right now, me and my engineer, we just pushing music. Like, I got so much music I haven't released yet. It's because every time I'm in the studio, we're not even cleaning what we just recorded last week. We're pushing more songs out. He wants songs out, you know. He wants me to have a library of songs since I just started recording, you know. And so that's pretty much my goal right now. And then going into like the next 2 months, we're gonna start doing visuals, dropping songs, visuals, you know, because I don't have none of that out. And so, you know, it's really just step by step right now, honestly.
Right. Yes, there's a lot of resources out here as well. You know, there are a lot of videographers and sound engineers. What about collaboration? Do you have any people in mind that you might want to collab with?
Well, actually, I kind of have this Migos thing going on with one of my homegirls. We're called Vice Versa when we're together, but separately we have our own music, but together we're Vice Versa. And so we got some hot music. I told her I'm gonna drop some of her songs. I don't care if she wants to or not, because it's hot and they need to hear it. But and then there's some people I'm supposed to be collabing with in Arizona, you know. There's been a lot of people that want to collab here. It's just hard, you know, to make schedules meet and then find people that's actually like, I'm not just gonna record with anybody, it's the problem, you know. I'm not just gonna do a collab just because they want to do collab. Like, you have to put out quality music for me to do a collab with you, and not in like no bougie way. It's just like that my name's on it at that point, you know. And so I don't want to look back and regret something.
Right. No, I feel that. You know what I'm saying? You want to make sure you go in the next year and be able to look back and say you did your damn thing, and you crossed your I's or you crossed your T's and you dotted your I's, right?
Right.
No, I mean, I'm looking forward to that. I feel like Denver needs a super group. You know, I think that's another thing that we haven't quite had the chance to experience. We could use a super group out here, and a female super group would be even doper. You know what I mean? Like, man, I think that's the one thing that we're not grasping. It's just too much solo art going on out here. It's too many solo artists.
But that's because we don't want to work together out here. Everybody wants to be the one that made it out, you know? Everybody wants to be the one. They don't think about like helping the whole city, like communicating with the whole city, you know? A lot of the artists that are here, I've never even met in my life. When it's vice versa, it's like they've never, like, you know, they don't try to reach out on a certain type of level, you know, because they want to be them, you know, which is fine. It's fine. It's just like, we can't expect to get places and make Denver a place if you don't even like Denver like that, you know? Like, you don't even know Denver like that.
Right. Well, Denver is still kind of in the process of creating some identity for themselves. And I feel like any influence that we can generate in our music can help, you know, like in terms of people from other cities coming out here and doing music as if they're from here, but they're being from other cities and they're collaborating with artists from here. And so their sound from their other city is being joined in with our sound. And then it's just hard. I don't know what it's gonna take to actually get an identity, but I'm doing all I can to make it happen. Artists like you, artists like Tana 10 Birds, artists, I mean, the list goes on, Pepper, Nay Renee, Hunter Raxi. I mean, you can name names, you know, Domain the Gritter. I got a whole plethora of artists that you're gonna also have access to that, you know, are pushing their line and making it possible that we're consistent enough to develop a sound. You know what I mean? I think that's the important. If we can show enough consistency, we will develop it over time, because then you have a full body of work to give a bird's eye view to and say, okay, this sounds like him, and he kind of sound, they from the same section, they from similar sections, so okay, this sounds a little similar. So I think that is what I'm kind of gaining from all my work that I'm doing, is that eventually I think the world will see it too. But in the meantime, all we want to see is together. So talk about together.
together, it's a really like fun song, and low-key it's kind of deep, but like it's how I am in a breakup. Honestly, the song's how I am in a breakup. It's like once we're done, I don't like stress it. I don't think about it. Like, we're done, you know? I'm a Sagittarius, you know, we just go away. We just fly away. And so it's pretty much just me as a person, you know? After you're done with somebody and they put you through stuff, you're just like over it. But it's like a dance beat, like, song. You're not supposed to like feel sad, pretty much. So it's nice.
All right, let's get it. Here we go. LaRyssa Annielle, Together.
Watch me work. You know that I don't have time now. I'm dressed up, I'm feeling real fine now. The love that I have for you's blind now. I'm about to turn up just to wind down. I thank you for living me. You know what you see in me. You know you'll be missing me. Too late to be dissing me. Cause I'm going up, up, up as you go down, down, down. It hurts me to see you like this, but there's no one to catch you now. Yeah, I'm going up, up, up. Watch me wind down, down, down. I got to move on from this, cause I'm doing better now. Watch me work. Oh, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. You know that I don't have time now. I'm dressed up, I'm feeling real fine now. The love that I have for you's blind now. I'm about to turn up just to wind down. I thank you for leaving me. I know what you see in me. You know you'll be missing me. Too late to be dissing me. Cause I'm going up, up, up as you go down, down, down. It hurts me to see you like this, but there's no one to catch you now. Yeah, I'm going up, up, up. Watch me go down, down, down. I have to move on from this. I'm doing better now. Watch me work. Oh, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh, ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. You and me, yeah, don't belong together. No, we were wrong together. I'm finna move on forever. You and me, yeah, don't belong together. No, we were wrong together. I'm finna move on forever. Ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Watch me work.
Yes.
That's dope. Yeah, you definitely got some talent. That's definitely a club song. I can see that being played in the club for sure, for sure.
You can already see the video to it.
Right. Oh, I thought it was over.
It is over. You just replayed it.
Okay. That's what's up. That's dope. I like that. I like that beat. Who made that beat?
No, I don't make none of my beats.
Right. Did you have somebody make it, or you just kind of downloaded it, or what happened?
BeatStars, that's it. Not yet, cause I'm very particular. Like, if you see me in the studio, Gert be so mad at me because I'm very particular. So it's just like, I can just imagine me trying to make a beat, honestly.
Right. Like, you never know. You know, I think I'm learning that a lot of, you know, I mean, talent is talent. I mean, if you're good at one thing, you'll be surprised with what else you're good at. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm starting to learn. Like, it's a lot of multifaceted. And then you kind of almost got to be good at everything now, because we're in an independent era where everything has to happen. You know, you can't really depend on people. Everybody's busy. Everybody's trying to push their own line. Everybody trying to be their own king, and every woman trying to be her own queen. So, you know, it's like, it's hard to collaborate these days. You know, it's hard.
Right.
It's hard to wait on people. You know, and the more you wait on people, the less you accomplish. You know, and
Right,
so
less you get done, for sure.
you gotta have that healthy balance of teamwork and self-preservation. You know what I mean? You gotta have a healthy balance. What would you say?
Yeah, no, for sure. When it comes to so that it's like I don't really like to depend on people too much just because of what I've experienced like so far. It's like I would need things to be done and they wouldn't get it done, and I ask you once, I'm not going to keep asking you, you know. So at that point it's like it irritates me, and it's hard to find people that are like dedicated, especially dedicated to you in the way they needed to, because it's like they're working for you at that point, you know. If it's not about themselves, then they're not really into it, you know. Especially if you're not a big name yet, so it's really hard, you know, just finding that level of respect in the music. So yeah, you have to be able to do things yourself as well.
Period. Point blank. Well, look, that's all we got, LaRyssa. I think we ran through your whole catalog, yeah?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's it.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Well, I definitely appreciate you falling in the building to chop it up with the guy, with your boy, you know what I'm saying? We about to keep it pushing, you know? 2020, we got some dope shit dropping. Y'all be on the lookout for that Oxygen Cypher. LaRyssa, what you got on the mound?
What'd you say?
What you got coming up?
Oh, y'all don't even know the music the music I've been recording. The music I've already recorded ain't touching it, all right? Just keep waiting for the greatness, honestly. But in these next coming up months, it's all work, no play. All
gas, no breaks, you know what I'm saying? Y'all heard it first from LaRyssa Annielle, the next upcoming singer/rap female, straight out of Denver, you know what I mean? And she about to do her thing. Y'all tap in on all social media platforms at LARYSSA Annielle. The name's on the screen. And go ahead and tap in with her. You know, give her a listen, share, tag, post this interview, you know what I'm saying? And I appreciate each and every one of y'all that continuously tap in. Hey, y'all know how I said, don't never let nobody tell you weak. Don't never let nobody tell you fake. Stay on your grind and get your cake. Anything else, LaRyssa? What you got for the fans?
That's all. I just want to say thank y'all for tuning in the first place, you know. I hope y'all stay rocking with me through this journey, for sure.
Absolutely. Well, look, we out. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
One.